Hey, if you're a real estate media agency owner, a real estate photographer, and you're stuck at 10, 20,000 a month and you're hoping to scale up, you're hoping to actually build an agency, or even if you're at 50,000 a month, $100,000 a month, and you're still looking to double or triple, this video is for you. My name is Brendan Shu. I scaled up Aerial Canvas, a real estate media company in San Francisco Bay, all the way to $7 million a year in a span of 3 years. And that's still doing $4 to $5 million a year consistently. I also helped scale up Acre Seattle. My business partner, Nathan, was stuck at $15,000, $20,000 a month, and we were able to scale and break 7 figures this year. And this year alone, my companies have generated over $4 million of revenue from shooting real estate listings. This is going and shooting photos, video, drone, Matterport, agents on camera, and helping them level up their brand and helping them get what they need on the listing side. So hopefully that's enough proof for you to believe I know what I'm talking about. But if it's not, I've also helped over 150 agencies in the last 2 years scale up and go from 10, 20,000 a month to 50 to even 200. But not only have I done this for agencies in our space, I've done this for many startups, many agencies. The principles and strategies that guided my growth, they still work. This industry is changing. What worked yesterday is not working today. And there are so many photographers out there that are new in the market being taught to give away free shoots. And that strategy is something that you actually have to compete against, because if we're all competing on price, it's a race to the bottom. And so we're going to teach you the strategies that allowed us to scale to millions of dollars every single year. And we've seen other agency owners hit 100K a month consistently back to back because this blueprint works. This blueprint is going to teach you how to structure a team, how to structure your offer, how to structure your business model. You've all heard Alex Hormozi in his recent book, Money Models, right? You have to have a money model that's scalable. If you compete on price, you're not going to have enough margins to be able to scale. If you compete on quality, you might not be able to replicate yourself, and you might attract artists that want to own the whole thing, and they might actually end up leaving you and starting their own competing business. We're not here to teach you how to build a real estate media company per se, but to teach you the foundational strategies on how to think as an entrepreneur so you can grow a business more reliably. Even if this industry folds in the next 5 years and there's this flying orb that can go around and shoot photos and video and do the 3D tours, you're still going to be competitive because you've learned how to use AI, you've learned how to build systems, you learn how to lead and manage a team. Here we believe in Kaizen. That's 1% better every single day. And if you want to improve, this is the room to be in. Nothing we're teaching is rocket science. How to get more clients, you probably heard it. There's the Instagram method and you can offer free shoots. But what we teach is a refinement of the basics. If you want to be a professional, if you want to be Michael Jordan, basketball is easy. You shoot, you dribble, you pass. But the most important thing is, to what level are you and your team executing on this? A lot of people, they understand these strategies, but when we audit them, they're not doing anything. They're leaving so much money on the table. And simple tweaks that we can implement into your business can get you radically different results. We're talking about doubling your profitability in one strategic move by raising your prices, by making a new package offering, helping you understand how you can present your services more eloquently, more beautifully to your clients, because you, at the end of the day, you're selling a visual product. And I see a lot of you guys have terrible Instagrams, terrible websites, and terrible ways of presenting your product where agents don't even know what they're buying. They're buying a blob of text. That's crazy. So today I'm going to be walking you through the entire system that we use at Acre Partner, our mastermind, our agency accelerator, to help you understand how you can access everything that we've built, the resources, the community, and all the support that makes this possible, so you can see the same success. So there's 3 phases that every agency has to go through, and you have to check all the boxes before you can actually scale up. The first phase is positioning and offer optimization. Is your website good? Is your booking process good? Are your packages, is your pricing designed to scale? If it's not, if you don't have an irresistible offer, it's gonna be very, very hard for you to scale. So how do we take agency owners like Bronson, who is stuck at $15,000, $20,000 a month, all the way to 80,000, and now hitting $100,000 a month consistently? So we helped him redesign his packages from the ground up. We helped him think about what packages would be competitive in his area, where he should price them at, and we helped him recreate his booking system to allow agents to book more seamlessly with him. And we also allowed him to access our white label marketing materials. This was a brokerage presentation that we used to close dozens of brokerages. He just put his logo, his name, his font, and then some photos of his team and product on it. And this allowed him to just hit the ground running and be able to close brokerages instead of focusing on finding a designer, figuring out the copy to write, figuring out the format of the brokerage presentation. And this alone saved him thousands of dollars in both design costs and time. The second thing was helping him understand how to consult at a higher level, to have the right conversations, to ask the right questions to the agents. And following that, helping him increase his average order value from $300-$400 all the way to $500-$600, simply by helping him understand how he can better convey the value of his products. And then also by asking challenging questions to the agents that he serves to help them understand why they should make a bigger investment in their brand and in winning more listings. There's a very powerful question and statement I'll give you right away. Asking an agent, hey, have you ever lost a listing to another agent that has better marketing than you? And then let them think about it. And usually they have, because every single agent, even the best ones, have lost a listing to another agent, sometimes with better marketing. And that's going to get them to think. And then you can make this power statement. Hey, our goal is that marketing is the last thing that holds you back from winning your next listing. And that's why we should invest in the Premier package today, so you can make this a new standard for what you do for every single listing. And now you can have your seller introduce you to their entire network, because they're going to be blown away with this level of marketing. In addition to that, we're going to give you the proposal structure that's going to allow you to start selling 3, 5, 10K projects instead of just $500 shoots. This is going to allow you to break into luxury markets. And it's not something that I would build your entire business around, because there's not that many luxury listings. And especially depending on your market, usually most of us build our bread and butter, build a volume of shoots, shooting 50, 100, even 500 shoots a month off these $500, $1,000 shoots. But these 5 to 10K, even $50,000 projects are going to be your portfolio pieces. So you might not believe this, but I actually cold called our way to doing $1.7 million the first year I partnered with my business, Colby. I actually was terrible at calling. When I first started calling, I had this weird telephone voice. I'd be like, hey, this is Brendan. Just curious, have you checked out the samples I sent over? And I was pitching up. And I didn't know, if you wanted to close deals in real estate, you have to play coy. You have to be cool. You have to be collected. And being able to communicate at that level is training that every agency owner needs and your team needs if you're looking to build out to $1 million a year. And on top of all that, we're just going to help you avoid some of the mistakes that have cost myself and other agency owners tens of thousands of dollars. These are like mistakes such as signing up to partner with a brokerage that's not invested in you the same way that you're invested in them. We made hires, we made investments to partner with a brokerage that didn't have our back, because we didn't have the right paperwork, we didn't set the right expectations, and we just trusted their promise that they were going to deliver all these agents to do work with us. And they wouldn't allow us to promote to their agents because they said they got it handled. But we still made tens of thousands of dollars in buying new equipment, setting up a new office. And I want to help you avoid some of these mistakes, because these are the mistakes that kill you. It's going to be on the back of opportunities that you think are only going to go right, but you don't see what might go wrong. You can't see your blind spots because nothing's ever gone wrong yet, right? And you haven't learned the hard way. And I've learned the hard way, and I want to help you avoid all of these mistakes that I made. And it goes into phase 2, which is team building and systems and implementation. You might have not made key hires. You might have not built out a team. You might have never had management or leadership experience. And even if you do, you might want to refine that. But I can count on my hand 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's been 6, 7, 8 times where I've lost my best creatives. Either they left me for another opportunity, they left to compete with me and steal my own clients. So part 2 of what we do is help you understand how you can reliably hire trained photographers who won't become competition. We're gonna provide you the hiring templates, the interview scripts, the SOPs on how you can identify your creative leads, loyal team members that are gonna help you build a whole pillar in your business, so you're never gonna have to worry about fulfillment ever again. We're gonna help you hire a team that's gonna train your future team. So if you wanna build a business of your dreams, you need to hire people that are better than you. And that's something that we help you do. We come in as the A team who's gonna build your A team. So on top of all that, we're gonna give you the training framework that has allowed us to have each one of our creative specialists be able to tackle 2 full packages every single day. To be able to bring in $1,200 to $2,000 of top line revenue every day for your business. To be able to knock out in 2 hours, photo, video, drone, 3D tour, and the agent on camera. We're gonna give you the detailed workflow documentation on exactly how we run our $7 million a year operation. We're gonna give you the equipment list, the SOPs, how to set up the software, how to implement it with your team, on everything from payroll systems to project management tools like Tonomo. We're gonna teach you everything that you need to know to be able to scale up from 10, 20, 50K a month, all the way to $100,000 a month and beyond. So how do you, as a real estate media agency owner, how do you stay focused? Some of us, we have a to-do list. Some of us have a tracking system for our initiative. Here at Acre Partner, we provide you the Partner Success Hub. It's an operating system for your business that allows you to understand exactly what initiative you should be working on right now. What is high impact? What is something that you can complete in a short timeline to get that result? And what is something that we can provide you the resources, the SOPs, the documentation, and the training to both you and your team so you can execute flawlessly. And in conjunction with all that, you have access to your own dedicated coach. You have a primary coach, and then you you have a supporting coach, and you have myself as the founder and the visionary here at Acre Partner, hoping to innovate for you every single day. I work so hard for you guys, it's crazy. I literally spend sometimes 14, 16 hours building for our alliance. There's so many agency owners, they're counting on us. They don't know how to manage their team. They don't know the next steps they need to take in their business. These are things that we're trying to solve for every single day. And luckily we've solved for it time and time again. And we continue to innovate. We continue to innovate for agency owners like yourself. And on top of all of that, you have access to the Alliance community. There's over 100 agency owners in here that believe that collaboration trumps competition. So they're all here to help you. And then we help each other avoid pitfalls, right? The mistakes that we made, those are expensive mistakes. And if we can all learn from each other, that just makes us that much more effective. We're failing 100 times every single month. So we know 100 things we should avoid. And phase 3 is very important. It's the ongoing mastermind. It's the continued improvement, right? The environment is so important. When you see other agency owners land these $20,000, $30,000 brokerage partnerships, close out these $10,000, $50,000 invoices, be able to bring on a creative that's just crushing for them. This is something that inspires me every single day and inspires everyone around us. Ask yourself a question. Why are you still stuck? If all this information is out there on YouTube, Reddit, Facebook groups, then why are we still where we're at? Why are we stuck? And the biggest reason is because of the environment. When you see other people doing huge deals, you get inspired to build and trust in the process. You see other people doing it, you're like, that person is no smarter than me. Their work is no better than mine. Why wouldn't I be able to do the same thing? And so this level of inspiration, this level of momentum is something that's only achievable when you're in the right rooms. So I want to share something kind of personal. There was times where Aerial Canvas, my first real estate media business that scaled to 7 million. There was times, numerous times where we almost went bankrupt. At first, I was ashamed. I didn't want to share this because I thought I had to be perfect. And you have to understand, as an entrepreneur, as an agency owner, we make mistakes every single week, every single month. And there's always things that we kind of kick ourselves saying, why didn't we do it differently? So my message to you right now is the cost of figuring it out alone is just so much more expensive than to do it with people that are just doing it, right? That are figuring it out together. So how much did our mistakes cost before we had the right systems, before we had the right SOPs and team members in place? And also, if I can help you avoid one big mistake, that alone will pay for this entire program. What are some of those mistakes? If you were to hire someone, train them, spend 3 months developing them, how much would that cost you? $50,000 in my opinion. You can potentially lose the right team members. If you have toxic team members that are plaguing your culture, they might push away all the top performers that are like, why is this person getting paid the same and not doing any work? I don't feel appreciated. And we're gonna give you the structure so you can make sure that you retain top talent and you get rid of toxic terrorists as soon as possible. These C players, these F players that don't belong in your organization. We'll help you avoid hiring them in the first place. So my whole goal is to get you a return on investment. If you can't afford our program, just access our stuff for free on YouTube. We'll give you some free workshops. Our goal is to help you make your first couple $1,000s with us on the house, so you know that we mean business, and hopefully you can make an investment with us to see what that can do to take you to that next level. So our goal is to help you build massive equity in your business, to allow you to get to a point where you can sell your agency for hundreds of thousands, if not over $1 million. We actually helped half a dozen agency owners navigate their exit from being able to completely remove themselves from the day-to-day operations, put a director in place to completely manage their business and become true business owners, all the way to exiting and getting $1 million plus check for their business. So hopefully that alone is worth the cost of admission. It's literally crazy how much value you're gonna get. You sign up with a franchise, you have to pay them $50,000 and give them 8% in perpetuity for life. That is an obscene number. And then there's people that will sell you stuff and it's just wasting your time. That's costing you way more. Here, you're gonna get access to so much. You're gonna get access to 3 to 4 live workshops with industry leaders like JT, Jacob, Omar every single week. You're gonna get access to your own partner success hub, access to all the white label resources. You can get access to all the trainings that you can use to develop your own skills in sales and business development and management leadership. For a one-time investment, you're gonna be able to get access to all of this. And on top of all of that, you're gonna get access to our in-person events. We did one in Tulum, Miami, Austin, Los Angeles. We're about to do one in Cancun. These events are off the chain. We rent out the nicest places, mansions, we're at all-inclusive resorts, we rent out yachts, and it's just an amazing way to connect with industry leaders and expense a little workation. And on top of that, we're gonna continue innovating for you. We invest very heavily into our partnerships, into establishing them, into making them extremely fruitful for our partners, getting you special access, special pricing, and special revenue share privileges. We brought in Auto HDR very early in the game. We actually were one of the first partners with them on AI photo editing. Tonimo, we can get you special pricing too if you're interested in that platform. I know there's other great platforms out there. You can also access done for you services to help you staff your virtual assistants and help you staff your team members. We're gonna put you in touch with Jacob, our talent acquisition specialist, who's helped 24 agencies just in the last year hire their creative leads and hire key virtual support. And on top of all that, we'll put you in touch with Luxury Presence. They've done over 10,000 websites for the best real estate agents in the entire United States and beyond. And then you can also partner with Patrick. Patrick runs an amazing social media management offer, and he has almost perfect retention. So hopefully that's enough value for you. My goal is to help my clients always get at least a 10x ROI when they work. And the difference between agencies that scale and those who get stuck is having the right proven systems, the ongoing support, and access to everything that is being battle tested and refined every single day. Well, you can spend years, you can spend tens, hundreds of thousands of dollars trying to figure all of this out alone. Things that cost us so much time, so much money to figure out ourselves. Or you can just get access to everything that we've used to build and scale multiple 7-figure agencies month over month over month. You've watched this entire video because something about this program, something about our agency accelerator, our mastermind, telling you that you're meant for so much more. You need to start building the business of your dreams. So you've made it to the end of this video. This tells me that you want to change. You want something better for yourself. And that's exactly what we hope to help you align on our call. We look forward to our call. We look forward to meeting you. Please come prepared. Please come with notes on what you're trying to do with the business, what struggles you're facing, what goals you have, and hopefully we can get you clarity on the next steps you can be taking.